Hello everybody, we are back with another YouTube video. Bolton University Showcase and reviewed my poetry. I went today and I got a phone call saying you can come in the showcase, do your poetry, that's fine. I heard nothing from them from 4 weeks. 4 weeks later, nothing. And guess what? I got there and I wasn't even in the showcase, and apparently they said they sent an email. That's a lie. Apparently it was just because it was probably too deep for him. I did reread some of my poems, and I kind of thought being a university might have been okay, but clearly not. I mean, I sat there and I watched a few poems, and the stories in the scripts are really quite good, and they were quite deep. But I don't think they take the poetry that seriously, and they just wanted something that's light and airy. They don't want anything that's too meaningful. So I think maybe mine was too meaningful for a Bolton University. I'm not saying that the university isn't very mature. It's just that, maybe they just thought their kiddies in the audience or something like that. Maybe they just didn't understand it, really. I don't know much about Bolton, the university is fine, but, Bolton, whoever runs Bolton University Showcase and Review, well, they upset me today, and I heard them snigger, and they were laughing at me when I was trying to find a lift. So I did get upset, but I remembered one thing. Well, you should never let your bullies win. I am here on YouTube, and I am going to do my showcase for you, my subscribers, and for anybody else who's subscribing, click below. Please like it and please show them Bolton University Showcase that they were wrong to not accept me. I even got dressed up, as you can see. Some of my eye makeup has come off through crying, but it happens. My first poem I submitted to them was my very first poem. Well, my very first poem about me. I have spina bifida with it, kind of why I'm sat down at the moment on a stool. We'll see in the mirror. I'm sat down. I can't stand up for long periods of time. And I have a fused spinal cord, which I just found out about 5 years ago. And I was born with spina bifida, but I didn't know that I had this fat tissue, until I had a scan there, and there was talk of removing it and everything, and I got very upset. Luckily, they gave me another option. I can now take medication. Yes, I am in pain a lot, but it was a lot. I was in a very dark place, and I wrote this. So when they rejected this, they rejected part of your soul. So you viewers at home that don't understand what poetry is and how deep and meaningful it can be, do you think of a really deep, meaningful song? I can't think of one off the top of my head. Imagine that person who wrote that deep, meaningful song got rejected. They poured their heart onto a song, and they got rejected. That's how I felt. I felt like that. Even though poetry and singers have got a lot going. We just speak our words. They just sing them and get a lot more money for it and a lot more famous. I don't think I'll ever get... Listen, if I ever get 1,000 likes, I swear I'll do something. I'll even perform anywhere for you. If I get to 1,000 million subscribers, I will perform anywhere you want me to. Well, in Manchester. Within reason. Within Manchester, I perform, so that's my promise. If I ever get that famous, I will perform for all of you, and any subscribers my 1 million subscribers will get to see me live. Not that it will happen, but we can always hope. I don't want to be rich and famous. I just want my poetry to, maybe you hear my poetry, or you hear about the way I talk about my poetry, and then you feel a lot better. Well, Bolton University bullied me. You should never give in to bullies, these people. So if you've got a disability, you're in school, you're getting bullied, just sit down with your bullies, explain to them what your disability is. I didn't do this when I was in school. I was trying to be normal. Trying to be normal and fitting in is the worst thing you can do. You know you're different. That's all you need to know. You need to not know. You need to stand out. Don't try and act like everybody else. Because you guess what? You're the best version. You're a pretty great version of yourself. So, So if you're getting bullied at school and you got a problem, sit down with your bullies and just talk to them. Maybe they'll understand. And if they don't understand, they're stupid. Yeah? But sometimes bullies just don't understand you. And that's what Bolton universities are. They're a bunch of bullies. Bolton Showcase and Review are a bunch of bullies. They're probably why they don't get much people, probably why they don't get a big audience. I mean, I saw last year's review, it wasn't a very big audience. Mainly because they keep on having stuff that are only acceptable for children, probably. Well, not children, just like, you'd have to be an adult to. I'm not saying that my poems are not child-proof. I mean, if you're a child watching this, I don't suggest you turn it off, because it's nothing rude. It's just like the meaning behind it. They won't understand the meaning, if you know what I mean. So, Bolton University doesn't understand the deep emotional meaning behind poetries. Anyways, enough about that, and on with our little showcase that I'm going to perform for you. Lucky viewers out there. And I might do some more showcases in the future. If this gets to 200 likes, I will do another showcase like this in my room or somewhere else. Wherever I might be, I might surprise you. I don't have any set times when I do my poems, so you need to subscribe and ring that notification. I just do it whenever I feel like it, or if I'm in the mood, or when I've got time. So I don't exactly post it when I'm going to do it either. So you lucky people in YouTube, you're getting a private showcase with Charlotte Brackenbury. And I will promise you, if you support me, and I do want to get to 1 million subscribers, because the more people I touch and the more people that hear my poems, the more people will start to like poetry again. And that'll be good, because poetry is a dying art. I know that singers are like poets in a way, but I can't sing, so I can only make YouTube videos. So here we go, into the video, like all you YouTubers always say. Sorry, I've not got the fancy technology at the moment to do any editing, so this is basically just a one-take wonder kind of thing. So, one take, one wonder. And the wonder is today is me and my poem. Back to my why poem. And today, this is my first poem I wrote again, as I was telling you about. When I heard first about my spina bifida, I'm okay with it now, but this is to tell you the kind of deep, meaningful place that some of my poetry does go to. And if you enjoy poetry that is deep and meaningful, and not just about vegetables or Iceland or a playground, if you enjoy deep, meaningful poetry, you're in the right place. If not, go and subscribe to Bolton Showcase. They've got loads of stuff that are probably less deep. Trust me. Why does it matter how I treat the one I see in the mirror? You seem to always bring my life so much grimmer. I am healthy and reasonably fit, so why do you cause me so much pain for it? Why do you keep causing me so many problems each way? I wish I could be somebody else, if only for just a day. Someone who suffers no pain, whose mind is sound, with no millions of pills keeping me ticking through the day. Oh, why do you hurt me so, when I am a good person who everybody says and sees? Each time we run into you with a lot of trouble, who I see, the mirror back at me. We may never ever see eye to eye. Although this I could never tell a lie. Would I be me without all my problems? Would you cause me over years and years? My only regret is it might have cost me some respect from my peers. I guess everybody has dealt a set of cards, even if you don't draw a winner. I am a fighter, not a lover, but I will keep on this battle. They say no matter how many times you fall off, you get up and keep going back on that saddle. My family and friends mean a lot to me, and I don't know where I'd be. So why does a person do this to me in the mirror? You've cost me a lot of pain and suffering for both my father and mother. I am a much bigger person in the inside, and I am so much tougher. Even if you feel like a diamond that has lost its shine and shimmer. Might get lucky one day and you might bring me some delight. Who knows what the whole future holds for the one I see in the mirror. I hope maybe one day I'll understand why you keep making my life sometimes more grimmer. And I thank you. Hello! I just did a brief pause then while I was resetting and getting my next poem out for you, my crowd, my lovely audience, whoever you might be. Now this one is probably a good one. I am sorry if that one was very dark and deep. Probably why Bowling University didn't accept it. Here's another one that they lovely rejected. Too deep for them. This is called Ignorance is Bliss. Anybody heard of that phrase? You know what I mean? Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. Basically, people think it's okay to just to be bullies. Bullies are ignorant. And ignorance is definitely not bliss. I will prove to you this in this short poem. Okay? They say ignorance is bliss, but I'd rather give it a miss. Come and ask me my questions, and I'll gladly share. I'd rather have you do that than have you stare. I will not be made to feel ashamed. I am proud of who I am. You should be the one that should be ashamed. I have my own problems and I can take full control. I live a relatively normal life and I have normal dreams and goals. So please don't take what you see on the TV or what you see on the silver screen, as most people don't get it 100% accurate if you've ever seen. I am just a normal person, so please don't act so cold, as I have got a good heart and I am a kind soul. Ask me a question, I will give you the best answers I can. After all, we are all the same humans, and I am quite happy with myself, so there's no need to make you run. So don't jump to the wrong conclusions or think you can be scared of me. You won't have anything to gain. As I hope that you enjoy my poem, and don't worry, there isn't much that remains. I will leave you this final thought, and I'll ask you one question. I'll let you decide, and I'm open to your suggestions. So do you think and see that ignorance is bliss? So listen to this poem, and I hope you agree and think it doesn't have to be like this. I thank you. My next poem. Hello, back with another poem, and to end on a high, which I always do. Anytime every poem I do two kind of serious poems, and then I end on a high. Well, this is quite a serious poem, but it's a little bit more light-hearted and a little bit more, not as deep and dark as the other two. This is what love is to me. Now, please don't. I will link in below what this poem is called. It's a type of poem which Boston University probably never heard of different types of poems. It's an adornophonia poem. Basically, it means it's the same word that starts at the beginning of each sentence. I will link the word below. I can't read it. Some of these poetry technicality words are very difficult to pronounce. Love. This is what love is to me. Love makes the world go round. Love can make you sometimes frown. Love is cruel. Love can make you feel like a fool. Sometimes love feels like you're always out of time. And love can make you feel fearful. Love can also make you feel a bit more cheerful. Love is something that makes you feel like it's all a joke. Love can also sometimes always give you hope. Love is blind. Love is a line. Love is like a rich, fine wine. So love, please send me this keyboard, even if you have to pay $9.99. Love is something you can't give somebody for free. Love is something, it's even there, even if you cannot see. Love may not always have a spark. Love cost you a big heartbreak, and it could sometimes leave you with a big mark. Love can sometimes people make you feel like you're taken for granted. Love needs time to grow, like a rosebush you might have planted. Love is hardest thing to find. Love can make you feel like you've gone blind. Love is the most powerful. It can make you think things you do and you regret later. Love takes time, and you have to be a good waiter. Love can make you feel like is a feeling like no other. Loneliness is an emotion which nobody should have to suffer. Love can make you feel like you're high on cocaine, as it can make you feel like you're going insane. Love is sometimes the hardest emotion to overcome. Love is alive, so send me this £10 Cupid before the rates go up. Love is like a war. Love makes you risk it all, but what the hell for? Love is the most common thing we found online. Love can also make you feel like you're running out of time. Love, you just don't know if you feel like you found something real. Love is something, an emotion, that you deeply feel. Love is something we don't know for sure. There may not be no God or afterlife, but we know love exists. Love does exist. It has meaning, so maybe after all it's worth all this strife. And I thank you. And thank you for listening to me, if you indeed are. I don't know, you might have tuned off by now. But if you're staying to the end, thank you very much. And subscribe if you want to hear more from me. And I'll be back with another one. And if I get 2,000 likes and I get some more followers and that, I will do more showcases like this. That was tiring, that. If you didn't notice, I moved around the room a bit and give you a bit of perspective. This is, by the way, something I painted in my art class once that I did. I'm not good at art, it's just an art class I did. And I thought I was appropriate for that. I just taught you through I do know that some people, YouTubers, talk through their actual YouTubes. This is my mirror that I get dressed in, and I thought it was good for my wire poem. And I basically sat on my bed, just for the Ignorance is Bliss one, as you didn't need any props for that one. And that's it. If you would like to hear more from me, subscribe and click that notification and give that thing a big thumbs up. And tell your friends and family that poetry is cool. And if you like poetry as well, write some. Hey, you can definitely win a girl's heart with the poetry. Or boys. Boys love poetry too. Well, depends what age they are. But poetry should be coming back. So if you like and subscribe my poem, you're bringing poetry back. Don't know if it'll ever come as popular as the latest music is, but you never know. At one time, poetry used to be all that. Let's get it back. And that's over and out. And I think you agree that I look kind of cute today, so I'm glad that I didn't let my outfit go to waste and my makeup go to waste today. And I did something constructive and gave my viewers at home a nice little showcase. And you will see more from me in the future. And if you like it, let me know. And if you want me to write a poem, yes, I do write poems. I don't just do it on. I will write a poem. Give me a subject below. I will write it about it. And even if you want me to do a poem for your secret crush, DM me in the Instagrams and I'll help you out. I want to kid you. Well, if you want to use my love poem, please feel free, but please say where you got my, if you're using any of my poems in class, if you're studying poetry or creative writing and you want to use some of my poetry, just remember to mention my name and my YouTube link, and we should be fine. I need to get more subscribers, so I don't know how people get subscribers, so I know a lot of YouTubers do clothes hauls and stuff. It's not my thing. Poetry's my thing. And I think you agree. If you've seen a few of my clothes hauls that I've done, I am better at poetry than I am at clothes hauls. So that's why I do poetry. This is a poetry channel with the occasional clothes hauls. Badly. With the occasional bad clothes hauls, I should say. Good poetry, bad clothes haul YouTube, I should say. I am quite honest. I am quite open and honest, and I hope you are open and honest to me. Any feedback forms, and I will gladly be, and if you want me to, and I will be posting these poems again individually, so you can just listen to the particular one. So you don't have to listen to me yabber on for about 15 minutes, because I do know a lot of you don't like YouTubers that yabber on and yabber on. So I will post the poems, just the poems, and no yabbering on, just the poems, me introducing them, me saying hello, and then that's it. So I will post them individually, and they'll be individually on Instagram, because this video is only big enough for YouTube. Instagram, you can only fit a small amount on Instagram. But I do hope people on Instagram, if you want to hear the whole story, so why I did a showcase, then come to my YouTube and subscribe. I guess it was also story time as well. I guess it was story time / showcase. 2 for the price of 1. Alright, bye-bye for now. I'll see you again in my poetry corner of the World Wide Web.